guys, Calxiyn and Hunter here. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys should subscribe for daily RWBY videos, I guess. So today we are going to be talking about the plan to get to Atlas. So if you guys watched the most recent episode, Miss Caroline Cordovan, Naguchi. We got so debated, didn't we? Like, I talked about this in my analysis. We got so debated in terms of... I don't know what the ja in debated is, but it's like an internet thing. Like, people will say, it's like baited, but like, debated.
Jacuse? I see jacuse a lot.
I don't know.
G, like a Q?
No, it's G-E, and then baited. It's debated.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Jeez, Amanda baited. J-A. Anyways, I thought it would be an acronym. But okay, so we got, because like literally everyone was like winter, and instead we got like an okay character.
Who was based off of the old lady that lives in the shoe, and not the queen from Alice in Wonderland, which was disappointing.
Disappointing for you?
Yeah, I mean, that's the lamest fucking fairy tale. There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. What's the rest of it?
There was an old man from Nantucket.
That's not it. Anyway, so I think that we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but just to reiterate again, because now we have an improved sort of plan. But basically, Hunter came up with the idea that Terra, because she works at the military tower, doing the town's own communication tower, and she's being blamed for the problems up there, that she will be able to fix it, maybe get in contact with Ironwood or Winter or somebody else and be like, hey,
here's the thing.
Your kids are here, pick them up, please. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
What?
Here's the
she
thing.
mentioned it again.
They absolutely, because
they're
she
building
mentioned
it up to do it.
Yeah, this is what it's setting and it's setting and reminding and payoff.
Yeah, right? I understand that.
So you said it.
I like how Hunter's like,
all right, hear me out.
Yeah, Hunter's just the way that you were doing that. I was like,
are you concerned that I was gonna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
When have I ever done that to you?
You haven't. I'm just saying that you were like this, and I'm like, what is Hunter doing?
You're gonna, people are gonna think I'm some, horrendous pervert. No.
Okay. Anyway, continue with that.
I will also make a joke of, challenging your chest size, but I'm not a bad person.
Alright, okay, alright.
So maybe.
Just keep going. What are you
So they bring it up, and they bring it up so they attach, it's just her talking about how she's upset, but they're grumpy and they have a great relationship. So it's two things. One, it creates the connection that they have a great relationship.
Who, Terra and
Saffron. I keep on thinking to say Sapphire.
That's not her name.
Close enough. Lesbians, am I right? I don't know what that sentence was supposed to mean either. So it creates that idea that they're very close together, and that that closeness their relationship might be jeopardized by RWBY trying to sneak around and steal. Because I imagine Team RWBY tries to explain this shit to them, to the lesbians, the new
and Terra's
gays.
And
Terra's
honey, no, I don't want to lose my fucking job, right?
Are you fucking
and then
crazy?
John's like, please.
Because you also get the impression,
died, please.
Pura's dead, and I put a hole in your wall, and I'm sorry, but not. I imagine that, because you mentioned earlier when you see that, what's the girl's name?
Terra.
Nantucket, girl who lived in the shoe. Shoe lady.
Coraline? Or Caroline? Caroline Cordovan?
Caroline was just like, we control this place. Without you, you'd be nothing. For the glory of the... So you get impression that this is a colony under the thumb of Atlas.
Basically, yeah, that is what it is, right? They talked about
so
they colonized it. Yeah.
So it'll be listen, I can't do that, because if I do that, I have a family, I have a hot wife. I can't throw that all away for nothing. You don't know what they will do to people who don't behave. Who don't behave
in the regime! Oh god.
So it might get dark like that, who knows? Certainly RWBY hasn't hidden from darkness so far this season.
They said we were going to explore new themes this season, right? And so I feel like... the Atlas stuff, the...
Tyranny, yeah.
I don't want to say tyranny, I was looking for another world. Imperialism?
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel like the Atlas imperialism is maybe a theme we're exploring.
Which, unfortunately, often tyranny comes with imperialism, historically speaking. But, so we might see that. We also might see, John being well, do I...
Do it for me?
Do you, well, maybe in Saffron that she's well, who do I choose? My family, my wife, and my child, or my family, my brother? And maybe John's just well, do I betray my sister? Do I betray my nephew? or do I go with my maid family of these RWBY people?
Mm-hmm.
And so ultimately, I think what will happen is that like there'll be conflict. I don't know how that conflict will resolve, but I suspect there will be conflict.
People
And
think
they
Terra's
won't-
gonna die.
They won't
We'll talk
just
about
give
that.
them your card. Please don't bury the gays. They won't just give you the
Please
card. Like,
don't
here,
bury the
take the
gays.
card, go in. Or if they do that, then later she gets fined out and like, we're going to put you in the prison. And they have to bust her out of the prison, maybe at the end of the episode or later if they're shipped to like an off-sea. There might be some like, we need to break the gays out.
I feel like Terra could just go up though, pretend she's
feel like-
fixing it, and call
Although
Ironwood.
I
Like,
feel
I don't
like
know how
if they
tight the
took the
security
baby and put the baby in holding, that would be too indicative of recent political happenings.
In America, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So
So maybe they
I
should
guess-
avoid that,
I
or
guess
maybe
on-
they go into it.
I guess
could be
on
good
that,
come
a
from
lot of
that.
people think Terra's gonna die.
I hope not.
I
think
don't
so.
I don't really want them to bury the gays. I see no purpose in
Mm.
sort of killing her, because if this was another show, it would send this message of, oh, civilians who help Team RWBY will perish.
Yeah.
Right, but Salem's team is a lot more covert than that. Like, obviously, they took down the school, right?
I feel
but-
like it'll be Atlas of like, if you help people go against the great Atlas Empire,
Yeah.
you will be whatever.
Because
whatever.
I feel like with Salem, right, she tries to do things a little sneaky,
Mhm.
right? She wanted to just go into the school and get out, right? She didn't want to blow it up and make a whole scene again herself, right? The White Fang were going to do that and claim it under the White Fang. But I don't think Salem wants people to know about her, right? And so killing Terra to make a staple, like anybody who helps Team RWBY will perish, right? Or helps Ozpin will die, you know what I mean? In terms of civilians, like, that doesn't make any sense to send a message to everybody like that. It would send a message to Juniper, I guess, and kind of make Jean sort of think about his choices in life, you know? He got his sister's,
Do you see anything?
nope, he got his sister's wife killed and all that, but I don't think it serves much of a purpose to kill
I feel
Terra.
like maybe not kill, but imprison.
I think imprisoning
Because
would
in
be
prison,
good.
it's not bury your gays, but it's also like, oh,
Consequences for your actions.
she's in a gulag. My child is motherless. Well, I mean, not entirely motherless, but certainly one less
50% mother.
certainly less motherful than he would have been otherwise.
Yeah. I think that would be sort of interesting. And then,
Mhm.
you know, when they go to Atlas, they're like, okay, but the first thing that you gotta do, Ironwood, is free my sister's girlfriend.
That would be a fucking amazing way to start the season when they go into Atlas of like dun 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 dun, and they all like Team RWBY breaks in. And it's just like Weiss is just like, RWBY, I like a I don't know, Snow Leopard to Big Lion, Snow Leopard to Big Papa, and it's just like
Who's
Crow
the Big
like,
Papa?
it's crazy. RWBY, no, it'd be Yang. It'd be like, Yang, why
Yang
did they
is
make
Big
us call us
Papa.
like, Yang, please stop fucking around with the, no, what's my name? Big Papa, please stop fucking with the evidence.
Oh, God.
Something like that.
I love that.
It's
But
like,
yeah.
the big gay is secured when
I
they have her.
definitely-
I would love
I
that. That'd be
definitely
dope.
think that the communication tower is the thing. Like, that's
Mhm.
how they're gonna get
Oh,
it.
yeah. No,
First, we gotta deal with Ozpin getting kidnapped, though.
Yes.
I mean, that was our other video that we did this week, if you guys don't know, is that Ozpin may be in trouble. Because that seems like that's where the show is actually going right now. It's Oscar went missing, right? And so the next
Yeah.
couple episodes are gonna have to resolve Oscar went missing and not, hey, we still have to get into Atlas, right?
And so far, they've done a really good job of
Balancing
with
lines?
Ilya, at least,
Oh.
when they have gay characters. They don't just like, up, they're gay, and then they're nothing. They develop
Oh,
them.
they're gay and now they're dead. Like, no.
Yep, they're gay and they're gone.
And I know people
Gay and
are...
gone is actually the name that Grindr would have been called, but they went with Grindr.
Oh, God.
But what I think would be interesting is if instead they add conflict with their relationship and Saffron having to choose, you know, John or my
And then
wife
Yang
or
and Blake are reminded of
Yes.
the choices that they had to make.
and stuff like that. And so then you see like these people like, no, they're static characters. They're going through some shit. Maybe Saffron gets to join, so they got a baby on board too. They gained an elderly woman, a blind elderly woman, and a civilian with no
Saffron
conflict.
isn't a huntsman, but
No,
I understand what you mean
civilian-
by join, like
Yeah.
join sort of the cause
so she's
for
in
a second.
in a so she can like, you know, pat people on the back and
Good job.
tell Ruby about the birds and the bees.
Oh, God.
I don't know. That's the one thing I realized, that I don't think those people had a sex education.
Who?
Anyone in Ruby.
No?
I mean, I think
You
that,
don't think
that
Tai
was
Yang sat Yang down and was
Because
like, listen,
okay,
your mother's not here,
you're
so
right.
I'm gonna have to
I
do
have to
this.
tell you this. So he's just, I'd imagine like Tai Yang calling Crow, and I'm just like, or Croak talking to Calxiyn. It's like, just because I know how to make weapons does not mean I know how tampons work. Can you please just... I just ask any woman. Literally, you live in a small town. I'm sure you have one female friend. For God's sake, weren't you like a teacher?
I appreciate that, Hunter.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed our video about the plan. If you guys did...
You sure?
Did you do that?
I don't know. I was just
like, why is my chair going
unconsciously,
down?
I did that.
My forehead's too big, that's why I sit like this. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed it.
You can hide it outside frame.
Later.
But we all know the dirty secret you're hiding.
Alright. Bye, guys.
Your forehead.
You said that my forehead was big last time, don't you remember?
Oh, it's okay.